Hey guys, I'm going to talk today about my 5 principles and 5 aspects of training that I really look at when I'm talking about a lacrosse athlete. I was on Greg Beast's podcast the other day and we really dove into the art of strength conditioning and basically the overall issues that we see when lacrosse athletes train. My 5 principles are very simple. 1, you need to have strength and power. 2, you have to be fast. 3, you have to have a high work capacity. 4, you have to have excellent rotational ability. And lastly, you need to have great unilateral strength. Principle number 1, strength and power. What is it? Strength is your ability to move a heavy load. Power is your ability to move that load with speed. These 2 aspects are super important when we're talking about a lacrosse athlete. If you're weak on the field, you're gonna get bullied. If you're not powerful, you're not going to be explosive, you're not going to have a good shot, you won't be able to move side to side very quickly. So without these 2 aspects, you're missing a large portion of your performance. This is where we run into a major issue. People go into the gym, specifically younger athletes, usually our high school guys and even our college guys, and they do more, glamour exercises like bicep curls or tricep push downs. While those are great accessory exercises, are those really getting you strong? Are they really making you powerful? These are things that we consider while running our programs and especially working with our remote clients that we can't see in the gym. What are they doing? What type of accessory work are they doing? And is it really being beneficial to their on-field performance? So strength and power are extremely crucial, and your exercise selection will dictate how strong and how powerful you are. Every day, I have clients come in here and say, I want to get faster. Or every day I have a parent come in here and call me and say, I want my kid to run, a faster 40 or whatever it may be. Speed is very much dictated by your strength. If you aren't able to move your body well, if you don't have great relative body strength, if you can't physically lunge properly, your transfer of power and strength to your speed is going to be very limited. Strength and power dictate your speed. The stronger you are, the faster you will be. Now, that doesn't mean that we're gonna train you like a power lifter. You have to still train like an athlete. We're talking about barbell reverse lunges, Bulgarians, cleans, squats, things that are going to make you strong, but also make you very explosive. We're not looking to develop an athlete that has massive quads and no hamstrings, or massive quads and can't jump. We're looking to develop a fast athlete that has fast twitch fibers and is able to convert that strength into speed. Work capacity. Although it's number 3 on the list here, these all have similar importance. We've talked about strength, you're strong. We've talked about speed, you're fast. But if you think about this, if I can't replicate my efforts over the course of the game, and I'm good for maybe the first 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, okay, but in that last quarter, I'm burnt out. Am I really beneficial on the field? Okay, am I really in my tip-top shape? Work capacity, in my opinion, is one of the most important things for any athlete across the board. If you look at a wrestler, if a wrestler can't shoot, can't sprawl, can't do a takedown, they're gonna lose. Same thing with the lacrosse player. If you can't dodge, if you can't cut, if you can't shoot, if you can't win a face-off because you're tired, then what benefit do you have on the field? Work capacity dictates all the above. Without work capacity, I'm gonna lose speed. Without work capacity, I'm gonna lose strength. Without work capacity, I'm gonna get sloppy and my rotation's gonna slow down. So never underestimate the importance of conditioning and work capacity when it comes to on-field performance. Rotational ability. I want you guys to think about lacrosse. It's a weird sport. You've got an object in your hands, you're creating left to right, you're constantly cutting, you're ducking your shoulder, you're pivoting, and you're shooting with an object in your hands. That is not what the body was designed to do. The body was designed to run straight forward, okay, and cut side to side, but your hands were meant to be free. So rotational ability, the ability to work through your transverse plane, your sagittal plane, your frontal plane, is extremely important. This, in my opinion, is the most hands down overlooked aspect of training by most coaches, most athletes, and most general programs. If you don't have the ability to rotate explosively, rotate well, have good internal, external rotation of your hips, have good thoracic extension and flexion, then you are going to struggle on the field as a lacrosse player. And it's also very indicative of potential injuries that you may have. So stop overlooking the rotational training. It might not be the most glamorous thing. It might be cable rotations, pal-off presses, whatever it may be, but it's extremely important to your on-field success. Unilateral strength. Unilateral is basically using one limb. Maybe it's a single arm dumbbell bench press, it's a single leg squat, it's a reverse lunge, it's a Bulgarian, okay? But we're looking at how strong is each leg individually. Are you able to do a sprint off your right and left side? Are you able to cut off your right and left side? Can you do a single leg step down without falling over? You gotta remember that your sport, very rarely are you on 2 feet and not moving. Most times you're running, and if you watch someone that's running, majority of the time, they are running on one leg. So your unilateral strength really dictates your ability to do quite a few things: sprinting, cutting, shooting, okay? Moving on defense. So when we talk about unilateral strength, everybody wants to do heavy back squats. Everyone always wants to do heavy deadlifts. Now, while there's a time and place, oftentimes unilateral strength is really overlooked when it comes to strength training for a lacrosse program. So essentially, guys, to recap what I just went over, when we look at a lacrosse athlete, when you look at any athlete, we want to treat them like an athlete. I don't want you guys to think about this like bodybuilding. I don't want you guys to think about this like powerlifting or Olympic lifting. We are training athletes. Athletes need to be able to do a few things: jump, run, cut, be explosive, and rotate. Keep your program simple. Don't overcomplicate things. I want you guys to use what I call bang for your buck exercises: cleans, squats, lunges, cable rotations, something that is going to have a lot of carryover effect to your on-field performance. And if you guys are developing a program on your own, like I said, keep it stupid simple. You don't want to make this more difficult and more complicated than it needs to be, because oftentimes you're not going to get the results that you want and you're just going to get frustrated. So if you guys need help developing a program, want to come train with us, want to work remotely with us, please let me know. Hit the link below and hit us up.